Rice. Mr. Rice. Mr. Rice!
Sorry, Your Honor. Could you repeat the question?
It was not a question, Mr. Rice. I was telling you that Mrs. Roswell has called her first witness to the stand.
Oh, right.
Miss Primrose, on June 13th, you called the police. Do you mind telling the court why?
I did. I called because of that man.
Hi, Mrs. P.
Let the record show that Miss Primrose pointed to the defendant, Gregory Swallows.
I've lived next door to the Swallows for 25 years, and I have never heard such racket like that before.
Do you think you could tell the court what you heard that night?
Well, I was outside waiting for the police, and what must have been hours of that blasted noise, a police officer finally arrived. One police officer! You would think they'd send the SWAT. You never know what goes on in parties like that, especially crazy as that one was. They were probably doing drugs, weed, probably pills. You know, I should have called the DEA.
You gotta get out of here. He's got a gun.
I'm sure that police officer wished he had called for backup. Thank God the police officer survived, but I hope they never let that Swallows boy back in the neighborhood again.
Thank you so much for your diligence, Miss Primrose. You painted a vivid picture for the court. I have no further questions for you. You may go now, unless Mr. Rice feels the need to cross-examine.
No further questions.
Your Honor, I would like to call the arresting officer, Doug Connors, to the stand. I'm glad to see your injuries are healing nicely, Officer Connors. You're lucky to be alive.
I hear that a lot. Some days I don't feel very lucky.
Now, officer, if you would be so kind as to regale the court of the heroic story of Gregory Swallow's arrest.
My name is Officer Doug Connors. It was June 13th. I may be a cop, but most days it feels more like the city hires me to pick up trash. I don't like trash.
Objection, Your Honor. Miss Primrose said that the arrest happened during the day and never mentioned the rain.
Sustained. Officer, make the amendment.
As I was saying, most of the scum come out at night, but only the true freaks are active during the day. And today, the freak will have to answer to me.
Who's running this joint?
It was all him. I had nothing to do with this, I swear.
Looks like a pig has come to party. But I don't remember inviting any pigs.
Come quietly, and maybe you'll be out in time to throw a New Year's bash in 2033.
You don't seem to understand, piggy. This is my house. And in my house, I make the rules. Get him!
Then the crowd rushed me. I got pretty banged up. When I came to, the mob was gone, except for Mr. Swallows. So I took him downtown and arrested him for inciting a riot.
I must applaud your bravery, officer. I have no further questions. Your witness.
No further questions.
Miss Roswell, please call your next witness to the stand.
Certainly, Your Honor. I thought it would be best to hear from the defendant exactly what happened that night.
Objection, Your Honor. Shouldn't I be the one to get the testimony from my client?
Overruled, Mr. Rice. You'll be free to ask Mr. Swallows whatever you want during cross-examination. Gregory Swallows, please come to the stand. Gregory Swallows. Gregory Swallows.
That's you.
Huh?
Gregory Swallows.
Oh, it's just Greg.
Just go sit in the box, Greg.
Mr. Swallows. Greg. Please tell us what you remember from the party on June 13th.
That's my birthday.
The party, Greg.
So, a bunch of people came over and then...
Thank you, Greg. I'm sure the court found that very illuminating. Your witness.
Greg, is there anything else you remember from that day?
Oh, so at the party...
No further questions.
Any more witnesses, Miss Roswell?
Just one more, Your Honor. I'm sure we'll be done here soon.
I can only hope.
Mr. Rice, it would behoove you to pay attention when there's a witness on the stand.
Huh?
Hi, Mom!
Hi, Greggy.
Miss Swallows, you were at your son's party on June 13th?
At the party? Oh, goodness, no. I mean, Abe and I were home, and the party was at our house.
What exactly were you doing when the party ended?
Well, let's see.
Do you believe your son could have fired that shot?
Well, Greggy can be a bit of a handful. He used to be so sweet. But since he came home from NYU with his new friend, he's been a little much.
Thank you for your honesty, Miss Swallows. No further questions.
No further questions, Mr. Rice?
No, yes. I'm sorry, did you say Greg goes to NYU?
Oh, yes, he got a scholarship.
Greg?
He studies law.
Miss Swallows, you said that Greg came back from New York with a friend?
Yes, his friend Tony Bruno. He's been living with us.
He was at the party?
I'm sure.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Tony Bruno to the stand.
Any objections, Miss Roswell? Bailiff, bring in Mr. Bruno.
Mr. Bruno, I assume?
Yeah, that's me.
Were you the person who warned Miss Gina Primrose about the gun?
Yeah.
And you were interrogated by Officer Connors at the party?
Well, he asked me whose party it was.
And when did you see Mr. Swallows with the gun?
Swallow? Greg? No. He never had a gun.
Then who had the gun?
So, when I was at the party, I didn't really know anyone aside from Greg. When I saw the cop, honestly, I thought he might have been family or something. It didn't seem like the party had gotten out of hand or anything.
Who partied this? Huh? Whose party is this?
I knew it was a party, but I could have sworn I smelled booze on his breath. And then...
Objection, Your Honor. It's his word against an officer of the law.
Miss Roswell, was the gun in question ever discovered?
No. The leading theory is that Mr. Swallows handed it off to one of the people at the party as they were running out.
But the bullet was discovered. It was a .40 caliber bullet, standard issue for police.
Mr. Rice, there are plenty of non-police blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Pretty exciting stuff, right?
Not the way I see it.